And the way the NDE occurred was there was a fire in my home, and it was in the kitchen, and there was a gas leak out of the stove, and I was on the second floor, and that's where my bedroom was. And so the gas was rising all night, that gas leak, and it was natural gas, and it was rising into my bedroom. So I was inhaling it, but I had no idea all night. In the morning, my mom wakes up, turns on the stove, it goes poof, there's a big ball of flames, it catches the wall on fire, there's some smoke. My father, the way I heard the story, my father runs to the rescue with the extinguisher, puts it out. It's not the fire, it's not the smoke, it's the gas. So they call 911, and I hear the police and the fire trucks outside, and I'm like, wow, I wonder what's going on downstairs. And I try to get up out of the bed, and this is where the problem starts. I feel parts of my body are paralyzed. I can't move them. I can't move my legs. I couldn't move my head. I couldn't yell. My arms kind of worked, and this is where I got lucky, because what I did was I grabbed the edge of the bed and I started pulling myself to the edge to try to get out of the bed. It was the only way I had. It seemed like forever no one was coming up for me, so I just would pull and pull and pull until I got to the edge of the bed, and finally I tumbled out and I hit the floor, and I hit it face first. And I won't forget that, because you know how you hit your face and you expect the pain to kick in. Here's what's strange. There was no pain. And that in that moment, I was no longer in that body. It was almost like I was spared the pain. 1 second before the pain is about to come, I'm removed from the body. And now I'm above it, and I'm in the corner, and I'm looking down at my lifeless body. And this, in the moment, did not scare me. In fact, it was beautiful. Adjacent from me was this beautiful white light shining on me, and I was one with that light. That light was not a light. That light was love, euphoria, peacefulness. It was just the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life, so to speak. No pun intended. But so in that moment, I wanted to proceed to go into the light, and there was a being at the end of the light who said, "Come into the light, Ray. It's okay to come into the light." I don't know who that was, male, female. You know, it's not like you hear. It's a transmission of information, right? So I'm not using any senses to receive the information, so I can't identify who or what is saying that to me, right? Excuse me. So I want to go into the light, and I proceed to go in, and I get maybe, I don't know, a quarter of the way, and the euphoria increases, and I'm like, this is wonderful, and I want to keep going. And in that moment, my father busts through the front door, the door to the room, to the bedroom, kicks that in, and he scoops me up, and he's screaming for the paramedics, and he's like, my son, come help my son. And he's holding me in his arms, and he's distraught.